government structure in the Bible, patriarchal leadership. So ito yung progression ng structure ng government sa Bible. First, yung early times, yung patriarchal times, yung panahon ni Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, ang setup noon ng government, in the early times, families were led by patriarchs. Patriarchs is yung family heads, gaya ni Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, who guided them people spiritually and practically. Note, hindi to family in a sense na ilan lang. Remember, Abraham, napakadami nila. Si Isaac, marami. Si Jacob. So it looks na isang barangay na yon. And yet, kay Abraham, napakadami. And doon nag-start pa lang yon. So, may setup of government and they implement yung rules and regulation na in-instruct ni God mismo sa mga patriarchs. Next, after that, nung pagbalik nila sa Promised Land, sa Canaan, remember after noon Red Sea crossing until they reach yung sa Promised Land, na nag-rule na doon yung mga judges. So during times of crisis, God raised up judges, si Deborah, Gideon, Samson. Basahin sa Judge, sa Book of Judges. At napakagandang inspiration itong book na to. And so during those time, form of government is yung mga judges. Judges in a sense, just to make it clear, hindi yung judge na understanding nila natin ngayon, na judge lang, but sila yung ruler din. And at the same time, judge. Right? Sila rin yun nag-i-implement. So yun yun. And then, until such a time na himingi nga ang Israel ng king, and so God allowed Israel to have kings, pero winarningan sila ni Lord na magkakaproblema kayo kasi tao na yun nagpapatakbo, at yun nga nagsimula kay kay Saul, and then si David, a righteous leader, and then Solomon, one of the most intelligent person who lived in the world, who ruled over the nation under divine guidance. So monarchy, kingdom. So ito yung isang example that will happen in the future. And then right now, nawala ang afternoon, di ba? First century na, after Jesus died, almost nagdiaspora ang Israel, nawala sa land of Israel, and they balik, nung bumalik sila noong 1947, may mga naiwan pa, of course, and they established, but now in a democratic way. But there will come a time na yung ultimate fulfillment of God's plan. Yun yung pinaka-plano ni God, is mag-establish ng isang government that is ruled by Jesus Christ. So the king will be Jesus Christ. He is also the Lord. That's why King of Kings and Lord of Lords nung pagbalik ni Jesus. And he will reign forever as King and Lord. At nagpasample si Jesus for 1,000 years to prove that a government ruled ng mga tao ay pwedeng mangyari. That's why yun yung overview ng millennium, 1,000 years, na may mga buhay pang in flesh, and yet Jesus already ruling. at kasama na rin tayo doon, mga Kristiyano, but in resurrected being. So, doon nakikita na pwede pala na i-rule ang mundo if only a righteous leader will rule yung mundo. And of course, si Jesus Christ lang yun. But after that, yung pagbaba ng new heaven and new earth, of course, Jesus na ang magro-rule. And that government is not only a government, but a kingdom na napaka, how will I say, overflowing with joy. So sabi dito, the Bible shows different government system throughout history. But ultimately, God's plan is for Jesus Christ to rule as King over creation in perfect and righteous government. So yung mga nangyayari ngayon na nagobyerno, of course maraming mali, is an overview ng mangyayari sa future. But that government na na-establish ni Jesus will be a perfect and righteous government. Ito yung prophecy ni Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 9, sabi niya, and the Lord will be a king over all the earth, and on that day, the Lord will be one, and his name one. So yun, ultimate dream natin na dapat nating lalagay parate sa ating isipan that no matter how bad the government is, or yung failure ng system ng present world, bilang Kristiyano, always look in the future. Because temporary lang naman tayo ditong mamumuhay. At sa dadating na next life natin, which is forever, dun mo makikita yung justice. So keep on hoping. I know it's hard to live right now at ang sistema ng gobyerno na not only in this government present time, ever since, parating may mga hindi perfecto. Kasi, well, hindi tao pa rin eh. Right? So, sabi ni John Waldorf, siya po ang ng dispensationalism sa Dallas Seminary, which is now inadapt ng most of ng Christendom. Sabi niya, the kingdom of Christ is the final and perfect government where righteousness and justice and peace will reign forever. So ito po yung hope natin. Maybe we don't get justice right now, there will be justice in God's government. There will be peace, lasting peace, and there will be righteousness. Based yan po sa book na sinulat sa Prophecy Knowledge Handbook. So, ibig sabihin lang nito, this means that while human government while human government often fails because of injustice and corruption, Christ's rule will be perfect and fair. Unlike earthly leaders, Jesus will bring lasting peace and true justice when he reigns as king over all. So, wag po tayong mawala ng loob, and I know we always dreaming of not only a good government, good human government. Wala pong perpektong gobyerno kasi po it's ruled by human na hindi po perpekto. So in some point of time, there are rules na madidisappoint kayo. But don't focus on that. Focus on the coming kingdom. Yun po ang hope natin eh. para wag po tayong maligaw sa ating thinking.